Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Shuō English. I am Jia, and I am so happy to see you today. Before we start our adventure, I want to ask you a question. Where are you watching from? Are you sitting in Tokyo? Are you relaxing in Madrid? Are you in New York? Please let me know in the comments below. I love reading about your homes. Let us get ready. Take a deep breath in. Smell the fresh air. Now let it out. Relax your shoulders. Today is episode 4. Do you remember Benny? In episode 1, Benny was a baby. He learned nouns. In episode 2, Benny went to school. He learned social skills. In episode 3, Benny learned about time. Today, Benny is going on a journey. He is leaving his house. He is leaving his school. He is going to explore the neighborhood. The neighborhood is the area around your house. It has streets. It has shops. It has dangers. It has helpers. We will learn how to walk safely. We will learn left and right. We will meet firefighters and police officers. Are you ready to explore? Put on your shoes. Let's Shuō English. Chapter 1. Preparing to go out. Clothing and safety. It is Saturday morning. The sun is bright. Benny wants to go outside. He goes to his dad. "Dad," Benny says, "can we go for a walk?" Dad smiles. "Yes, Benny, that is a good idea." But first, they must get ready. Going outside is serious. You need the right clothes. The shoes. Benny sits on the floor. He picks up his shoes. They are sneakers, running shoes. They do not have laces. They have Velcro. Velcro is the sticky strap. Rip! Benny puts on the left shoe. He pushes his foot in. He pulls the strap. Zap! He puts on the right shoe. Push, pull, zap. Dad asks, "Are your shoes on tight?" Benny wiggles his feet. "Yes, Dad." The jacket. "It is a little bit windy." Dad says, "Put on your jacket." Benny takes his blue jacket. He puts one arm in. He puts the other arm in. Now, the hard part, the zipper. Benny holds the zipper. He pulls it up. Zip! Now he is warm. The rule. They stand at the front door. Dad looks at Benny. Dad looks serious. "Benny, we are going to the street." The street has cars. Cars are big. Cars are fast. Dad holds out his hand. "What is the rule?" Dad asks. Benny knows the rule. Benny says, "Hold hands." Hold hands. Benny grabs Dad's hand. Dad's hand is big. Benny's hand is small. They hold tight. This is safety. Drill. The safety check. Before we leave, let's check. Shoes. Look at your feet. Say, shoes on. Jacket. Touch your shoulders. Say, jacket on. Zipper. Pretend to zip. Say, zip up. Hand. Hold out your hand. Say, hold hands. You are ready. Dad opens the door. They step outside. Chapter 2. The sidewalk versus the road. Boundaries. They are outside. The air smells fresh. They walk down the stairs. Now, look at the ground. There are 2 parts of the street. Part 1. The sidewalk. Benny stands on the concrete. It is gray. This is the sidewalk. Sidewalk. Why is it called sidewalk? Because it is on the side and you walk on it. Benny likes the sidewalk. It is safe. He walks fast. He jumps over cracks in the sidewalk. Part 2. The road. Next to the sidewalk is the road. Road, or the street. The road is black. It is made of asphalt. Cars drive on the road. Trucks drive on the road. Buses drive on the road. Dad says, Benny, stay on the sidewalk. Benny goes near the edge. Dad squeezes his hand. No, Benny, do not step on the road. The curb. There is a small step between the sidewalk and the road. This is the curb. Curb. The curb is the line. Sidewalk, easel safe. Road, easel danger. Curb, easel stop. Drill. Where do you walk? I will say a place. You say walk or stop. Sidewalk. Say walk. Road. Say stop. Grass. Say walk. Street. Say stop. Children must learn boundaries. Boundaries keep us safe. Chapter 3. Crossing the street. Stop, look, listen. Benny and Dad walk to the corner. They want to go to the park, but the park is on the other side. They must cross the street. They stop at the curb. Dad says, Benny, what do we do? Benny sings the song. It is the safety song. Step 1. Stop. Benny freezes. He does not move his feet. Stop. Step 2. Look. Benny moves his head. He looks left. He looks right. He looks left again. Look. Step 3. Listen. Benny closes his eyes for a second. He uses his ears. Does he hear a car? Vroom. No. Does he hear a truck? Rumble. No. It is quiet. Listen, Dad says. Is it safe? Benny looks left one more time. Yes, it is safe. They walk. They walk on the white lines. This is the crosswalk. Crosswalk. It looks like a zebra. Some people call it a zebra crossing. They walk fast. They do not run. They do not stop. They reach the other side. They step up onto the sidewalk. Safe. Drill. The crossing game. Stand up. Imagine you are at the curb. I say, stop. Stop moving. I say, look left. Turn head left. I say, look right. Turn head right. I say, listen. Put hand to ear. I say, car coming. Stay still. Do not move. I say, car is gone. Look left again. I say, walk. Walk forward. This is how children survive. Stop. Look. Listen. Chapter 4. Left and Right. Directions. Benny and Dad are walking. Dad wants to teach Benny directions. Directions are hard for children. Which way is left? Which way is right? Dad says, Benny, we need to turn right. Benny looks confused. He holds up one hand. This one? Dad says, no, that is left. The secret trick. Dad shows Benny a trick. Dad holds up his left hand. He sticks out his thumb. He sticks out his pointer finger. It makes the shape of the letter L. Dad says, look, Benny, L is for left. Benny looks at his hand. He makes the L. Oh, L left. Benny looks at his other hand. The shape is backwards. This is not L, so this is right. Dad says, correct. Now turn right. Benny checks his hands. No L. Okay, right. He turns right. Drill. The soldier march. Let us practice. Look at your hands. Find the L. That is left. I will give orders. You turn your body. turn left. Check hand, turn. Turn right. Check hand, turn. Look left. Head turn. Look right. Head turn. Go straight. Do not turn. Walk forward. Benny feels smart. He is a navigator. He knows the way. Chapter 5. The Fire Station. Community Helpers. They turn the corner. Benny sees something bright. It is a big building. The doors are huge. The doors are glass. Inside, there is something red. Benny gasps, "Dad, look!" It is a fire truck. Fire truck. They are at the fire station. Fire station. Benny runs to the window on the sidewalk. He looks inside. The truck is shiny. It has big black tires. It has a long silver ladder. It has lights on top. Dad says, "Do you know who works here?" Benny thinks, "Fireman?" Dad says, "Yes, firefighter." Firefighter. We say firefighter because women are firefighters too. Suddenly, the big doors open. Rumble. A firefighter walks out. He is wearing heavy pants. He has big boots. He smiles at Benny. "Hi there," the firefighter says. Benny is shy. He hides behind Dad's leg. Dad says, "Say hello." Benny waves his small hand. "Hello," Benny whispers. The firefighter says, "Do you like the truck?" Benny nods. "It is red," Benny says. "It is loud," the firefighter says. "It goes wee-oo, wee-oo." Benny laughs. "Wee-oo," Benny says. The lesson. Firefighters are helpers. They help us when there is a fire. They help us when there is trouble. Benny feels safe because the firefighters are near. Drill. The siren sound. English uses sounds to describe things. What sound does a fire truck make? In English, we say siren. Siren. The sound is wail or wee-oo. Make the sound wee-oo, wee-oo. Feel the urgency. Cars must stop when they hear this. Chapter 6. The Post Office. Sending Love. They leave the fire station. They walk down the street. Dad stops. He takes an envelope from his pocket. It is a letter. "We need to mail this," Dad says. "This is for Grandma." They enter a building. It smells like paper and glue. It is the post office. Post office. Benny looks around. There are boxes. There are people waiting in line. Dad goes to the counter. There is a lady. Hello, Dad says. I want to send this to Grandma. The lady weighs the letter. She puts it on a scale. Okay, she says, you need a stamp. Stamp. A stamp is a small sticker. It costs money. It pays for the travel. Dad buys a stamp. It has a picture of a flower on it. He gives it to Benny. Here, Benny, you put it on. Benny holds the stamp. He licks the back. Lick. It tastes funny. He sticks it on the envelope. Pat, pat. Top right corner. Then, Dad lifts Benny up. There is a blue box, a slot. Benny pushes the letter inside. Drop. Goodbye, letter, Benny says. Go to Grandma. Vocabulary check. Letter, the paper with words. Envelope, the paper pocket for the letter. Stamp, the sticker you buy. Mailbox, the box you put it in. Mail carrier, the person who brings it. Drill, sending a letter. Mime the actions. Act without words. Write the letter. Pretend to write. Fold the paper. Fold it. Put in envelope. Slide it in. Lick the stamp. Lick. Stick the stamp. Slap it on. Drop in the box. Drop. Now the letter travels. It travels on a truck. It travels on a plane. It goes far away. Chapter 7. The construction site. Big machines. They walk outside. Suddenly, Benny hears a noise. Bang, clang, brrr. It is very loud. They walk further. There is a tall fence, but there are holes in the fence. Benny looks through a hole. He sees dirt. He sees men in yellow hats. These are hard hats. He sees giant machines. It is a construction site. Construction site. They are building a house. Benny loves machines. He points. Dad, look! Machine 1. The excavator. It is yellow. It has a long arm. It has a bucket. It digs the dirt. Scoop. Dump. Benny calls it a digger. English name, excavator. Machine 2. The crane. It is very tall. It reaches the sky. It lifts heavy metal. Creak. Bang. English name, crane. Machine 3. The dump truck. It is big. It carries rocks. The back goes up. The rocks fall out. Crash. English name, dump truck. Benny watches for 10 minutes. He likes the power. He likes the noise. Dad says, "These people are builders. They build our city." Drill, machine actions. Let's use verbs for machines. Dig. Use your hands like a shovel. Say, "The excavator digs." Lift. Raise your arms high. Say, "The crane lifts." Dump. Tip your hands over. Say, "The truck dumps." Build. Put hands on top of each other. Say, "They build a house." Chapter 8. The Bakery. Smells and Money. Watching machines makes Benny hungry. His stomach says, "Grumble." Dad hears it. Dad laughs. "Are you hungry, Benny?" "Yes," Benny says. They smell something. It is sweet. It is warm. It smells like sugar and butter. They follow the smell. They find the bakery. Bakery. They go inside. It is warm. There are glass cases. Inside the glass, there is treasure. The food. Bread. Big loaves of bread. Croissants. Curved bread. Donuts. Round cakes with holes. Cookies. Flat, sweet circles. Benny presses his nose on the glass. He looks at a chocolate donut. It has sprinkles. Dad asks, "Which one do you want?" Benny points. "That one." Dad says, "Use your words." Benny remembers his manners. "Can I have the chocolate donut, please?" The baker, the lady, smiles. She takes the donut. She puts it in a white paper bag. The transaction. Now Dad must pay. Dad takes out his wallet. He takes out money, coins, and cash. The donut costs $2. Dad gives Benny the money. "You pay," Dad says. Benny feels grown up. He gives the money to the baker. She gives him the bag. "Thank you," Benny says. They go outside. Benny eats the donut. There is chocolate on his face. He is happy. Drill. Buying food. Let's practice the bakery conversation. You are Benny. Baker. "Hi, what would you like?" You. "Can I have a cookie, please?" Baker. "That is $1. You. "Here is the money." Pretend to give money. Baker. "Here is your cookie." You. "Thank you." Simple, polite, delicious. Part 1 Review. The Morning Adventure. Benny finishes his donut. Dad looks at his watch. "It is time to go home for lunch," Dad says. They walk back. They walk on the sidewalk. They stop at the curb. They look left and right. They hold hands. They pass the construction site. They pass the post office. They pass the fire station. They arrive home. Benny unzips his jacket. He takes off his Velcro shoes. He tells Mom about his adventure. "Mom, I saw a fire truck." "Mom, I mailed a letter." "Mom, I ate a donut." Benny explored his neighborhood. He learned that the world is big, but he knows the rules now. He is safe. We are going to go to the dentist. We are going to go to the doctor. We will learn the names of our body parts. We will learn how to says. it hurts. This is very important English. If you get sick in another country, you must know these words. Are you ready to be brave? Hold my hand. Let's go. Chapter 9. The Toothache, Expressing Pain. It is Sunday morning. Benny wakes up. Usually, Benny jumps out of bed, but today, Benny stays in bed. He holds his cheek. His mom comes in. "Good morning, Benny," she says. Benny does not smile. "Mom," Benny says, "my tooth hurts." He points to his mouth. "Ouch," he says. Mom looks worried. "Let me see," she says. Benny opens his mouth. "Ah." Mom looks inside. "Oh dear," she says. "You have a toothache." Toothache. Grammar point. The word ache. Ache means pain. We add it to body parts. Tooth plus ache equals toothache. Head plus ache equals headache. Stomach plus ache equals stomach ache. Ear plus ache equals earache. Back plus ache equals backache. Mom touches Benny's head. "Do you have a headache?" "No," Benny says. "Do you have a stomach ache?" "No," Benny says. "Just a toothache." Mom says, "Okay, we must go to the dentist." Dentist. Benny feels scared. "No," Benny says. "I do not like the dentist." Mom hugs him. "It is okay. The dentist is a helper." Drill. Where does it hurt? I will ask you, you tell me the problem. I point to my head. Question. What is wrong? Answer. I have a headache. I point to my stomach. Question. What is wrong? Answer. I have a stomach ache. I hold my cheek. Question. What is wrong? Answer. I have a toothache. Say it slowly. I have a ache. Chapter 10. The Waiting Room. Patience. Dad drives the car. Mom sits with Benny. They arrive at the dental clinic. They walk inside. The room is quiet. There are chairs. There are magazines. There are toys. This is the waiting room. Waiting room. Benny sits on a chair. He waits. He hears a sound. Zzz. It is the sound of a drill. Benny holds Mom's hand tighter. A nurse comes out. She is wearing blue clothes. She is holding a paper. "Benny," she calls. Benny stands up. "Here," he whispers. "Come with me," the nurse says. Vocabulary check. Nurse, the helper. Patient, the sick person, Benny. Appointment, the time you meet. Clinic, the doctor's house. Drill, checking in. Imagine you are at the desk. The receptionist speaks to you. Receptionist. Name, please? You. My name is... Name. Receptionist. Do you have an appointment? You. Yes, I have an appointment at 10. Receptionist. Please sit down. You. Thank you. Chapter 11. The dentist chair. Open wide. Benny walks into the room. He sees the chair. It is not a normal chair. It is big. It looks like a spaceship seat. The dentist comes in. He wears a mask. He wears gloves. Hello, Benny, he says. I am Dr. Smile. Benny climbs onto the chair. The chair moves. Whirr. It goes back. Now Benny is lying down. He looks at the ceiling. There is a bright light. Dr. Smile says, Benny, please open wide. Open wide. Benny opens his mouth. Ah! Wider, says the doctor. Ah! The dentist uses a small mirror. He looks at the teeth. He says. I see the problem. You have a cavity. Cavity. A cavity is a small hole in the tooth. Did you eat too much sugar? The doctor asks. Benny thinks about the chocolate donut. Yes, Benny thinks. Do not worry, says Dr. Smile. I will fix it. He takes a tool. It makes water. Squirt. It washes the tooth. He takes another tool. It cleans the hole. Scrape, scrape. It hurts a little bit. Benny wants to close his mouth, but he remembers he is big. He stays open. All done, says Dr. Smile. You were very brave. Brave. Drill, following instructions. At the doctor, you must listen and do. Let's practice. Doctor, open your mouth. Open it. Doctor, stick out your tongue. Stick it out. Doctor, say ah. Say ah. Doctor, close your eyes. Close them. Doctor, breathe in. Inhale. Doctor, breathe out. Exhale. You are a good patient. Chapter 12. The body check, head to toe. Benny's tooth is fixed. He feels better. But Mom says, while we are here, let's check everything. Let's do a checkup. A checkup is when the doctor looks at your whole body. They go to another room. This is the general doctor, Dr. Lee. Dr. Lee says, stand here. She measures Benny's height. Wow, she says. You grew. You are tall. She measures Benny's weight. Benny stands on the scale. Good, she says. Now she checks the parts. 1. The ears. She uses a light. She looks inside the ear. Can you hear me? She whispers. Yes, Benny says. Ears are good. 2. The eyes. She points to a chart on the wall. There are letters. E, F, P, T, O, Z. Read the letters, she says. Benny reads them. Eyes are good. 3. The heart. She takes a special tool. It is called a stethoscope. Stethoscope. She puts it on Benny's chest. It feels cold. Brr. She listens. Thump, thump. Thump, thump. That is the heartbeat. Heart is strong, she says. 4. The lungs. She puts the stethoscope on his back. Breathe in, she says. Benny breathes in. Breathe out. Benny breathes out. Lungs are clear. 5. The knees. She takes a tiny rubber hammer. She taps Benny's knee. Tap. Benny's leg kicks. Kick. Benny laughs. Reflexes are good. The lesson. The body is a machine. You must check the machine. Drill. Point to the part. I will say a medical word. You point to where it is. Chest. Point to your chest. Stomach. Tummy. Point to your belly. Shoulder, point to shoulder. Elbow, point to the middle of your arm. Wrist, where you wear a watch. Ankle, above your foot. Knowing these words helps you explain pain. I hurt my ankle. I hurt my wrist. Chapter 13, The Medicine, Pharmacy. The checkup is finished. Benny is healthy, but his tooth is still a little sore. Dr. Lee writes on a paper. This paper is a prescription. Prescription. It is a note for medicine. Mom takes the paper. They go to the pharmacy. Pharmacy, or chemist, or drugstore. The pharmacy smells clean. There are many bottles. Mom gives the paper to the pharmacist. The pharmacist gives Mom a bottle. It is pink liquid. Take 1 spoon every day, he says. Benny looks at the bottle. Is it yummy? He asks. The man smiles. It tastes like strawberry. Vocabulary check. Medicine, something that makes you better. Pill, solid medicine. Liquid, water medicine. Cream, medicine for skin. Band-aid, a sticker for a cut. Drill, the accident. Imagine you hurt yourself. What do you need? Scenario 1. You cut your finger. You need a Band-Aid or plaster. Scenario 2. You have a headache. You need a pill or aspirin. Scenario 3. You have dry skin. You need cream or lotion. Scenario 4. You have a cough. You need medicine, syrup. Chapter 14. The sticker, the reward. Benny was very brave. He opened his mouth. He let the doctor touch his knee. He did not cry. The doctor calls him back. Benny. Yes? You forgot something. She holds out a box. It is a box of stickers. Pick one, she says. Benny looks. There are star stickers. There are dinosaur stickers. There are superhero stickers. Benny picks the superhero. I am Super Benny, he says. The doctor puts the sticker on his shirt. Benny walks out. He feels tall. He feels strong. He is not sick. He is a superhero. The lesson. When you do something hard, give yourself a reward. Did you study English today? Yes? Give yourself a sticker or a cookie. Celebrate your bravery. Part 2. Review. The body and health. We have finished Part 2. Benny had a busy day. Let's review what we learned. Pain, toothache, headache, stomachache. The word ache. Places, dental clinic, doctor's office, pharmacy. People, dentist, doctor, nurse, patient. Actions. Open wide. Breathe in. Breathe out. Body parts. Heart, lungs, knees, ears, eyes. Items. Prescription, medicine, Band-Aid, sticker. Benny and Mom go back to the car. Benny is sleepy again. The tooth does not hurt anymore. The strawberry medicine worked. They drive home. The sun is high in the sky. It is lunchtime. But wait, Benny's day is not over. Dad promised him something special. If Benny was brave at the doctor, Dad said they would go to the supermarket. Benny loves the supermarket. He loves to push the cart. He loves to pick the fruit. Dad promised Benny a trip to the supermarket. Supermarket, or grocery store. For a child, the supermarket is a magical place. It is full of colors. It is full of smells. It is full of food. We will learn the names of fruit and vegetables. We will learn how to pay. We will learn how to cook dinner. Are you hungry? Let's go shopping. Chapter 15. The cart driving. Dad parks the car. They walk to the entrance. The doors open by themselves. Whoosh! Automatic doors. Benny sees the carts. Cart. In England, they say trolley. A cart is a basket on wheels. Benny loves the cart. Dad, Benny says, can I push? Dad says, yes, but be careful. Benny grabs the handle. He pushes. Rattle, rattle, rattle. Vocabulary check. Cart, the big wagon. Basket, the small container you carry. Aisle, the path between shelves. Shelf, the place where food sits. Drill, driving the cart. Imagine you are pushing a heavy cart. Put your hands out. I say push. Move hands forward. Say, I am pushing. I say stop. Pull back. Say, I am stopping. I say turn left. Turn the wheel. Say turn left. I say turn right. Turn the wheel. Say turn right. Benny is a good driver. He does not crash. Chapter 16. The produce section. Colors and numbers. They enter the first section. It is beautiful. It is full of fresh food. This is the produce section. Produce. Fruit and vegetables. 1. The apples. Benny sees a pile of apples. They are shiny. Look, Dad, Benny says. red apples. Dad says we need 5 apples. Benny counts. He picks them up. 1. Put in bag. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. The bananas. Next, they see bananas. What color are they? Yellow. Dad picks a bunch. A group of bananas is a bunch. 3. The carrots. Next, vegetables. Benny sees long orange sticks. Carrots. Rots. Rabbits love carrots. 4. The weighing scale. Dad says we need to weigh the carrots. He puts them on a machine. The machine has a needle. It moves. 1 kilo. Dad says. Drill. The color game. I say a food. You say the color. Food. Banana. Color. Yellow. Food. Apple. Color. Red or green. Food. Carrot. Color. Orange. Food. Broccoli. Color. Green. Food. Eggplant. Color. Purple. Look at the colors. Eat the rainbow. Chapter 17. The dairy aisle. Cold things. They keep walking. Suddenly, Benny feels cold. Brr. They are in the dairy aisle. Dairy milk products. There are big fridges. The doors are glass. Dad says, Benny, please get the milk. Benny opens the glass door. Cold air comes out. He grabs a bottle of milk. It is heavy. He puts it in the cart. Next, cheese. Benny loves cheese. He picks a block of yellow cheese. Next, yogurt. Benny wants strawberry yogurt. Dad says, okay, the eggs. Dad picks up a carton of eggs. Be careful, Dad says. Eggs are fragile. Fragile breaks easily. Dad opens the box. He checks the eggs. None are broken. He puts them safely in the cart. Drill. Hot or cold? I name a food. You tell me where it lives. Fridge, cold or chemical. Room temperature. Food, milk. Where? Fridge. Food, banana. Where? Shelf. Food, cheese. Where? Fridge. Food, bread. Where? Shelf. Food, ice cream. Where? Freezer, very cold. Chapter 18, The Meat Counter, Dinner Plan. They walk to the back. They see the butcher. Butcher, meat seller. Dad asks Benny, "What do you want for dinner?" Benny thinks. "Chicken," Benny says. Dad looks at the meat. There is beef, cow. There is pork, pig. There is chicken, bird. There is fish. Dad picks a package of chicken. "We will have roast chicken," Dad says, "and potatoes." Benny puts a bag of potatoes in the cart. Thump. Potatoes are heavy. Chapter 19, The Checkout, Pain. The cart is full. They have apples, milk, cheese, chicken, potatoes. It is time to go. They push the cart to the checkout. Check out. There is a long line. They wait. 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 It is their turn. There is a black belt. The belt moves. Whirr. Benny helps Dad. He takes the food out of the cart. He puts it on the belt. Apple, milk, chicken. The cashier, the worker, takes the food. She scans it. Beep, beep, beep. Benny loves the beep sound. It is like a game. The payment. The cashier says, That is $50. Dad takes out his credit card. He puts it in the machine. Chip. He types his code. Beep, 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 beep. Approved. Packing. Benny helps put the food in bags. Heavy things at the bottom, Dad says. Potatoes first. Eggs on top. Don't break the eggs. Thank you, says the cashier. Bye-bye, says Benny. Drill, the checkout process. Repeat the steps. Put food on belt. Scan the food. Beep. Pay money. Pack the bags. You bought food. Chapter 20, Cooking Dinner, Kitchen Verbs. They drive home. They carry the bags into the kitchen. Mom is happy. Wow, so much food. Now they must cook. Cooking has many verbs. Step 1. Wash. Dad takes the potatoes. He puts them in water. He scrubs them. I wash the potatoes. Wash. Step 2. Chop. Dad takes a knife. He puts the potato on a board. Chop, chop, chop. I chop the potatoes. Chop. Benny does not chop. Knives are sharp. Step 3. Peel. Mom takes the carrots. She takes a peeler. She takes off the skin. Zip, zip, zip. I peel the carrots. Peel. Step 4. Boil. Mom puts water in a pot. She puts it on the stove. The water gets hot. It makes bubbles. Bubble, bubble. I boil the water. Boil. Step 5. Roast. Dad puts the chicken in the oven. The oven is hot. The chicken cooks slowly. It turns brown. It smells delicious. I roast the chicken. Roast. Drill. Kitchen actions. Mime the actions. Wash your hands. Rub hands. Chop vegetables. Chop, chop. Stir the soup. Mix in a circle. Taste the food. Mmm. Serve the food. Put it on a plate. Chapter 21. Dinner time, family. The food is ready. Dinner time, Mom shouts. Benny sets the table. He puts down plates. He puts down forks. He puts down spoons. He puts down knives. He puts down napkins. The family sits down. Dad serves the chicken. Mom serves the carrots. Benny is very hungry. He eats fast. Mom says, "Slow down, Benny. Chew your food." Benny says, "It is yummy. It is tasty." They talk. Dad asks, "What was your favorite part of the day?" Benny thinks, "Was it the fire truck? Was it the dentist? Was it the supermarket?" Benny says, "My favorite part is dinner because we are together." Mom and Dad smile. "Good answer," Dad says. Drill, table manners. At the table, we ask politely, "You want the salt? Don't reach. Ask. Pass the salt, please. Pass the salt. You want water. Pass the water, please." When someone gives it, "Thank you." Chapter 22, Bedtime, the final review. Dinner is finished. Benny is sleepy. His eyes are heavy. He yawns. He puts on his pajamas, blue pajamas with stars. He brushes his teeth. His teeth are clean and strong. He climbs into bed. Dad sits on the bed. "You were a big boy today," Dad says. "You went to the post office. You went to the doctor. You went to the store." Dad kisses Benny's forehead. "Good night, Benny." "Good night, Dad." Dad turns off the light. The room is dark. Benny closes his eyes. He is safe. He is happy. He falls asleep. Conclusion, your journey. And that is the end of episode 4. Gia looks at the camera. We had a very long day with Benny. We started on the sidewalk. We ended in the kitchen. Let's think about the words you learned, safety, stop, look, listen, places, fire station, bakery, pharmacy, supermarket, helpers, firefighter, dentist, cashier, body, toothache, heartbeat, food, apple, milk, chicken, verbs, push, scan, chop, roast. You learned these words not from a list. You learned them from a story. This is how a baby learns. This is how you learn. Keep practicing. When you go to the store, say the words. I see apples. I push the cart. When you cook, say the verbs. I chop. I wash. Live your life in English. Thank you for watching all 3 parts. You are wonderful students. I am Jia. This is Let's Shuō English. Sweet dreams. Goodbye.